An object is thrown upward with an initial velocity of 17 meters per second from a building with a height 12 meters. It is at a height of s is equal to 12 plus 17t minus 5t square from the ground after the flight of the t seconds. Then find the time taken to the object to touch the ground. Here, to understand this question, let us see the diagram. I have taken this part as a building whose height is 12 meters, and from this top of this building I have thrown an object. Okay, so with a speed of 17 meters per second, then after t seconds, suppose it is reached to this point. To find out this height, okay, we have an equation. S is equal to 12 plus 17t minus 5t square. Now, what do they ask? They are asking us to find out in how much time, in how many seconds this object will be reached to the ground. Okay, suppose if it is reached to the ground, then what is the height in this case? If an object is reached to the ground, this height of that object becomes a 0. Okay, so let me write that the height s of the object from the ground after t seconds. After t seconds is equal to s. This s we have an equation as 12 plus 17t minus 5t square. Okay, now if you observe this equation, in this equation s represents a height. Then what do they ask? They are asking is that in how many seconds this object reached to the ground. If an object reached to the ground, then height becomes a 0. Let me write that. If the object touches the ground, then s is equal to 0. If s is equal to 0, this can be written as 0 is equal to 12 plus 17t minus 5t square. For the sake of convenience, I am going to write it as a minus 5t square plus 17t plus 12 is equal to 0. And this is in the form of a square plus ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So on comparing this with the standard form of quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then we get a is equal to minus 5, b is equal to 17, c is equal to 12. Now we need to take the product of a and c. What is the product of a and c? That is of minus 5 into 12, which is of minus 60. This minus 60 we have to write as a product of two numbers, and adding them you should get a positive 17. So let us try to write this as a 20 into minus 3. 20 into minus 3, you get it as a minus 60, and adding these two numbers 20 plus of minus 3, you get a plus 17. So that means what? We need to write this plus 17t as a 20t minus 3t. So minus 5t square plus 20t minus 3t plus 12 is equal to 0. Now if you take these four terms, in these four terms I am taking first two terms as a one group. From the first group I can take a minus 5t as a common. On taking minus 5t as a common, you get it as a t minus 4. Then on taking minus 3 as a common, you get it as a t minus 4 is equal to 0. Again on taking t minus 4 as a common, this you will get it as a minus 5t minus 3 is equal to 0. Here product of two numbers is equal to 0 means we can take t minus 4 is equal to 0 or minus 5t minus 3 is equal to 0. If t minus 4 is equal to 0, t value you may get as a 4, or you may get a 5t minus 5t is equal to 3, t is equal to minus 3 by 5. Now we got two values for the t, but if you observe this second value you got as a negative number. That means time won't be in the negatives. So this will be negligible. Then t is equal to 4 is the answer. That means after 4 seconds. That means we can write that after 4 seconds ball touches the ground. Okay, after projecting that object, after 4 seconds that ball touches the ground.